you shit your pants?
Yeah, so then
feeling.
on the toilet, not shit my pants. I went to the bathroom. I was on the toilet.
She almost shit her pants.
Yeah.
Everyone's here, right? Nate? Yeah. Hello. Scary?
What's going on?
Danielle's here. Garrett?
Yep.
Got it.
Scotty, are you part of this?
I am.
Scotty's here. And my girl, Diamond.
Hi.
Hello.
She
Here are
has
the
no idea.
grievances I need to air.
Okay, wouldn't be the first time, but.
So, should we start with the shirt or with the nuts?
Oh, wherever you want to start.
Nuts.
Let's start with the nuts.
Okay.
So, when we went off the grid the first time, you alerted Andrew and I to your long list of allergies.
Yeah.
You are allergic to a lot of things.
Sure.
Scary almost killed you one time with pizza.
Sure did.
Yep.
So we were very careful with you off the grid about what you were eating and where we were going.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I asked you at that time if you brought an EpiPen with you, and your answer was...
Probably not, no.
No, right. You said, no, I don't have one of those. No.
Okay.
So
I do
I
have
started...
some,
okay.
But I don't take it with me.
I started to question if, in fact, these allergies were real, or if it's Diamond's way of saying, I don't want to eat that.
Right.
Which is fine.
Because I do that. If someone asks me if I want fish, I tell them I'm allergic to it at a restaurant.
Really?
But really not.
That's the way that you
Wait a
definitely
second.
you make
I've never
sure.
heard of a fish allergy. Have
Why?
you guys?
Yeah,
Danielle,
I have a fish
really?
allergy.
Yeah.
She's got that too?
I have a fish
Oh
allergy.
my God.
See, Scary?
Shellfish?
Wait, didn't Danielle say she had like an ocean allergy? Like
Yeah,
anything that
something.
comes out of the ocean, she can't eat
Anything
it?
out of the ocean, I can't touch
I
it.
understand shellfish, but whitefish?
Oh,
she can't do
whitefish
it.
is the worst.
But so I was very concerned about Diamond. But I have noticed over the years that Diamond just tries food.
Yeah.
She doesn't ask what's in it.
Nope.
She just takes a bite.
Yep.
And today, a lovely bakery, Levan Bakery, who made the
my
most
God.
amazing cookies, they dropped off these cookies. And Diamond, what did you do?
I took a bite.
Of?
What I thought was just a chocolate chip cookie, which I've had from them before. Which
Okay.
is why I didn't think twice about it. And there were nuts in it. I think
Well, their
Walnut.
signature cookie that made them famous is the chocolate chip walnut cookie.
Right.
So you
sorry,
had
Scary.
it.
I don't
but,
Google food all day. I didn't know.
but it sounds to me like you might have had it before and you didn't even know you were eating
Well,
nuts.
they do make the two-chip chocolate chip cookie, which
Okay.
is just chocolate chips.
Yes.
But these were the walnuts.
But you ate nuts.
So I bit into it, and I just so happened to see something that looked like a nut. My bite didn't have any nuts in it. So I was like, I look at Sam, and I'm like, am I bugging out? Does this look like a nut? She slaps it out of my hand. She starts dying
But you
practically.
do realize that the cookie, even though you didn't eat a nut in that bite, the nut is in the bite.
Right,
got
and it's
essence of
made
nuts.
in it's a process at a place that makes nuts, that has nuts
so
in everything.
I never really care about the whole this was processed in the place thing. I've never
There's
cared
different
about
levels.
that.
There are different
We need
levels.
to get
I got
Deanna in
you.
here because
Deanna is
Deanna...
like hardcore nut allergy.
Yeah.
She can't even be around it. My
No.
allergies have always been okay. Let me rewind. So, how I found out that I had these allergies, my throat would just start feeling stuffy out of nowhere, right? And then I would get a welt under this. What is this? My right eye, right? So I would go to the hospital. They basically give me Benadryl and send me back home. I went to an allergist, and they were like, "Well, because you are experiencing this type of reaction, we're gonna draw blood." We're going to test the blood, and then we'll be able to tell you what you're allergic to. The list was so long, but the levels are really low.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to stay away from these things, but they're in so many. Like, I could have a burger that has like 10 of the things that I'm allergic to in it. So it's not like I'm not going to die. Except for soy and apples and apples. But I'm supposed to stay away from it.
So, but
Right.
here's my question: if apples could kill you and soy could kill you, why wouldn't you have an EpiPen with you at all times?
Do you
just
know how
in case.
expensive EpiPens
Yeah,
are?
but
I'm
just-
gonna buy
I'm
you one.
sorry.
No, I'm
But
gonna
if you
buy you
I'm
one.
sorry, but
You can't put a price on life.
Yeah, but if you drop dead, you're no longer
Do you know
here.
how much an EpiPen
How much
is?
are
they?
I
You
really
cannot
do.
put a price
on your life.
Hundreds of dollars.
Diamond, if
I
you
will
drop
buy you one.
dead and you're no longer here, your money's what's
Well, then go
Who
to
cares?
Capitol Hill and lobby on my
Thank
behalf
you,
that
because
EpiPens are
as
too
a
expensive.
kid, I never had an EpiPen, even though I'm deathly allergic to a multitude of things, and they are so expensive, and they're not good for very long.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have
They
some.
expire
but they-
quickly?
They
Yes.
expire.
How much is
And
it?
they tell you that you could use older ones. They're just not going to work as fast.
Which you
Also,
don't want to have happen
An
in an
old
emergency
EpiPen?
situation.
no, but somebody with real allergies just walked in the room.
By the way, that's like having an old fire extinguisher.
Here's
You
the thing.
don't want-
When she told me that she had bit a nut, what did I do? I grabbed her face and started feeling her cheeks and her neck to see if there
Yeah.
was anything
no, but
happening.
I didn't
She was
bite
like, "Get off
into
me."
the nut.
It doesn't
I didn't
matter.
bite into
There's
it.
nuts
But
in
I'm
it.
Well, no, but
telling
there's
you
different
that
levels.
my
There's-
allergy is not. It's not like Deanna's allergy. I would be terrified.
So you have a mild allergy.
Yes, but
to
I
a
have a-
maximal amount of things.
yes.
Okay.
But now you're spitting nut dust in her face.
Should you be
It's
in here?
not
We have
the
nut
same.
cookies.
You.
Hold on,
Deanna.
let's do an experiment. There's a cookie
No,
right
we're
now.
not
No,
experimenting.
you're
We're
yell at me for not having an EpiPen?
Listen, don't you guys know that everything that you're allergic to changes every 7 years? Your whole body changes.
That is true.
So you should actually get retested because there's a chance that you're not allergic to half this
That is
shit.
true.
Well,
Preston was
that
allergic to
is-
penicillin. They tested him no more.
Right. So
Yeah, but not everybody changes every 7 years.
no.
Sometimes
I
you
don't
do.
know. It's
Right.
been over 10 years.
Go get a panel.
But I was very freaked out the last time that I went. So I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm over it. Okay, the last time that I went, I would go every year. My mom would make me go every year, even though they told me it takes 7 years. Whatever.
It's been 10 years.
I went back. Every time I went back, it was 3 years consecutively, I found out that I was allergic to more things. And I was devastated.
But wouldn't
It
you
was
want
like
to
they were
know
all-
so you know what to avoid so you don't
I don't want
die?
to know because on the list said strawberries, and I had strawberries the week before, and I didn't have
some
a
of them
reaction.
are BS. It happened to me too.
So it's like, and like I said, they're not sticking me with anything to know, like for me to say, oh, I'm very allergic to this one thing. They're taking blood and they're testing my blood.
Yep.
And then you know what my allergist told me? Oh, for us to really, really find out what on the list you're really allergic to besides apples and soy, we could just sit you down in my office and you can eat. Like at that point it was corn. You could eat the corn. And if you have an allergic reaction, I have an EpiPen here. And I my yeah, fuck you, I'm not coming back.
What kind
Oh
of
my
shit?
God. What is
doctor?
that?
Like,
Where did you go?
Would you
I
go to
would
Dr.
say his name, but I
Feelgood?
know someone recently.
Not a doctor per se.
Dr. Dre?
No, somebody
Seeing-
reached out to me the other, like maybe last year, and she was like, "Oh, a friend of the show." She's like, "Oh, you need to come to my allergist," and I was like, "Send his info. It's the same fucking allergist."
No.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to know if I'm going to kill you or not because the other day, I make peanut butter toast in here all the time. Scotty, I will call it peanut butter toast. And I was walking down the hallway and I stopped to talk to Deanna and she scuttled off so fast. She was like, "Get that peanut butter out of my face." I said, "Oh my God."
Well,
I got-
first,
I don't
we-
play with peanut
and
butter
she's
either.
here now. Hello.
Deanna, is this okay?
Yeah, because tree nuts are less
Okay.
severe than peanuts. But if I touched that, I would have a reaction. But being
She's
there,
pointing
it's
at a
not
cookie
airborne. Yeah,
on the
cookie.
counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this. So I had allergy shots for 5 years, which they say is the basic amount of time you should have them because
Yeah.
after 5 years they're really not effective anymore. And that was 3 years ago. It's already wearing off, right? Like I was around a dog a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't breathe anymore. It's in allergy medicine. Allergists. It's not an exact science.
But like he said, I was allergic to cats when I was a kid. I had allergy shots like Nate. We didn't care. We had them anyway. But now I'm not allergic anymore. They tested me again, and I'm not allergic anymore. So
I say
Could
go
happen.
get your test
I would
panel.
do it.
Get it
Send
done.
me an allergist that's actually good.
Can
Go to mine.
Can I ask
I'll send you
Deanna
mine.
something real
Yeah.
quick? One, you probably have a great allergist. And two, do you have an EpiPen here at work?
Yes, I do.
Where is it?
It's in my purse.
Okay.
I
So if
always
anything
have it. I don't
happens
go
to you,
anywhere without it. Even if I have to leave the building for a little bit, I'll take my purse and bring it because
Okay,
it's
good.
that
and
severe.
how do we use it? Do we just take it and
No,
stab it in your leg?
goodbye.
No, there's there's a cap that you take off and then you do it as hard as you can into my thigh. If I'm wearing pants, it goes through the pants.
Yeah.
And then
Press the
it
button.
goes. I did it to myself one time in college, and I
When was the
went
last time
through-
When was the last time you used it?
in college, so 2016.
Okay.
And it went through my pants, and I had a bruise. I hit myself so hard because you have to do it hard so it gets
Yeah.
deep in there. And it was crazy.
Wow.
That was the only time I ever used the EpiPen, and it was immediate relief, throat opened, eyes
Wow.
opened.
Yeah, when
What
I drove the school bus, I had to be trained on how to use them for the little kids.
Yeah, what if you hit a bone?
That's why you do
You're
your
not-
thigh.
You're not
That's why you
hitting
do
the
your thigh.
bone.
Yeah.
what
not that
was the
deep.
thing that you ate that caused you the reaction?
I ate peanut butter by accident because my RA at my dorm ordered cookies, those to-go cookies that are warm, whatever they were, and she told them I have an allergy, and they were like, okay, we'll make her a special little box. Well, it turns out they made the little box be the peanut cookies, not the peanut-free cookies, so I just
That's
picked,
the
which I
problem.
never do that. I never just pick something up and eat it, but I just, trusted that person, and I ate it, and then, literally, I'm not even kidding you, immediate, I couldn't breathe. I started having diarrhea, sorry to be gross, went to the bathroom.
Immediately?
Immediately. I literally couldn't keep it in. It was
you
so
shit your
bad.
pants?
I
Yeah,
know
so
that
then
feeling.
on the toilet, not even my pants. I went to the bathroom. I was on
She
the toilet.
almost shit her
Yeah.
pants.
And I called 911 and I was like, am I supposed to use my EpiPen? They were like, yes, why haven't you used it yet?
Yeah.
Because
And
I'm
I
shitting
did.
on the toilet.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't feel like I'm dying. I'm definitely having a bad reaction, but I thought I had to be on the brink of death to use it. And they were like, you have to use it now. You could literally die. You're wasting time. So then I used it.
Frightening stuff.
And they came and the ambulance took me away. And then I went to the hospital, had a second reaction after the EpiPen cleared out of my
Wow.
system. Had to stay overnight. It was a whole thing. Yeah. So I'm pretty allergic.
So we know that her EpiPen is in her purse. Should
Yes.
something happen,
Yes.
we're gonna rifle through your purse and find your
Yeah.
EpiPen if you don't find it first.
It's yellow. You'll see it.
Nate, we used to have instructions on what to do with you if you were to fall down. Where did those go?
Oh, I got a DNR now. Just let me go.
Don't touch him! Don't touch
I
him!
don't want to be around. I want to be zipped up and carried out.
Call the funeral home.
That's what I want.
No.
All right, and on that note, I feel like we addressed
Oh
everything.
my
Well, where's the
God.
part 2 to your
We'll get-
grievances?
we're done.
We'll get to Diamond's shirt another time.
Oh.
Okay, say bye, everybody.
Bye.